Hi students, I am Prakash, Academic Advisor, Masterminds. Here is a very important video for the students of CA Foundation who are going to appear for their examinations in June 2021 attempt. So Masterminds has a tradition of releasing guest questions for CA Foundation, CA Inter as well as CMA Inter level students for every attempt. Continuing the same tradition, now today we are going to release the guest questions of CA Foundation examinations of June 2021 attempt, my dear students. And in every attempt, nearly 60 to 70% of the questions in the public examinations are going to get from these guest questions. That is the significance of these guest questions. But actually, we don't release any guest questions for multiple choice questions. It's near to impossible to find any guest questions in MCQ subjects. So we have a tradition of releasing guest questions for descriptive subjects only. That too, we must accept that CA is a professional course and it's not practically possible to guess the questions just like our 10th intermediate and degree examinations. CA is not such a routine course. So here it's very difficult to guess the questions. But our faculty team, based on their tremendous experience, are able to guess these questions. Even in the attempt of December 2020 examinations, more than 60 to 70% of the questions in the public examination came from the guest questions released by us. So I have even messages of some students who claim that they were able to qualify CA Foundation examinations in December 2020 just because of the guest questions released by us. That is the significance of guest questions being prepared by Masterminds. Now the question is, can a student rely on these guest questions alone? Definitely not. We don't suggest anybody to stop their preparation and focus just on these guest questions. No, that will not work out in professional course. Sir, just now you told that in the previous attempt 60 to 70% of the questions came from the guest questions, but we cannot generalize the same. Sometimes it may happen or may not happen. It's purely accidental. So that's why please don't rely completely on these guest questions alone. So what you need to do is you need to do your preparation as usually and just pay more attention on these questions. That's it. So I'm not expecting you to prepare these guest questions alone. So you do your preparation as usually and please pay more attention on these guest questions. And my dear students, these guest questions may look to be large in number. Initially, if you look at the guest questions, they may look to be large in number. But this time, what happened is, we have prepared the questions as well as answers in the guest questions document itself. So that's why this document seems to be little bit more in number in terms of number of pages. As far as accounts is concerned, we have provided the problem as well as solution, because in our Masterminds itself, there are various types of students who have been preparing various editions of materials. To bring the uniformity in the preparation, so we have decided to provide problem as well as solution in this guest questions booklet itself. As far as mercantile law is concerned, such issue is not there because almost all the students are following the same edition of material, that is 3rd edition, 2nd version. So as far as BCR is concerned, some students are following one edition, some other students are following some other edition. So that's why as far as BCR is concerned, we have decided to provide the answers along with the guest questions. Now let us see how to utilize this guest questions document. As I have already said, we have provided guest questions for descriptive subjects only, no guest questions for MCQ subjects. Now, so why we are releasing these guest questions in this month of May? The logic is very simple. So we don't want our students to get distracted. You first focus on your preparation, you prepare for your exams as usually, and please utilize these guest questions as a last resort. So don't be in a wrong notion that it is sufficient to prepare these guest questions and we will qualify. I cannot assure like such. Of course, we have done a lot of research, we have put a lot of efforts to compile these guest questions. And in all these guest questions, we have prepared based on the latest edition of study material, that is October 2020 edition. So, this is principles and practice of accounting. For your convenience, we have provided the problem along with the solution. Remember, whatever the solution is given here, you try to reproduce the same in the public examination. And remember, since accounts is a problematic subject, don't be in a wrong notion that the problem is going to be copy and pasted from this guest questions booklet. No, definitely CA Institute will make some modifications. Don't expect copy paste style of question paper in professional courses like CA examinations. Now let us quickly jump into mercantile law. So what you need to do is, so identify these problems in the edition of material being prepared by you and highlight those problems in that material. So while preparing in that material itself, you try to highlight these problems so that you can pay more attention while preparing those problems in the material. If at all few problems are not covered in your material, then you prepare those problems directly in this guest questions booklet. Alternatively, you can prepare directly in this guest questions booklet. And several students, the mistake being done by several students is, they are just opening these guest questions booklet in their mobiles or laptops or computers and preparing. No, it's not a good thing. You must get a physical printout. You must arrange a physical printout of this guest questions booklet, and you need to prepare in that booklet only, not in electronic gadgets. Research shows that, so whenever you read a particular thing physically, then the chances of remembering it for a longer period of time will be there. So if you prepare the same in electronic gadget screens, then you will not be able to remember the same for a longer period of time. So you can find the research in the Google itself. As far as accounting introduction is concerned, it's a very vast chapter. If you are able to prepare, then it's well and good. Otherwise what you can do is, you confine to the guest questions given in this material. Now coming to business laws. We have not included the answers because majority students are following the same edition of material with respect to Mastermind students, that is 3rd edition, 2nd version. That is why we have not provided any answers to this. What you need to do is identify these questions in your material, highlight the same, put a star mark, and while preparing that chapter, you pay more attention on those questions. Sir, why you have not included practical questions in this guest questions booklet? I am sorry. As far as practical questions are concerned, each and every practical question is important, and all the practical questions in all the chapters are equally important. That is why you must prepare all the practical questions as if every practical question is important. Remember, practical questions have 45% weightage in the exam, and it is very easy to prepare, remember, reproduce and score wonderful marks in practical questions. That is why you never take any practical question as choice. Now coming to BCR. Frankly speaking, there are few chapters in BCR where it's impossible to predict from which source CA Institute may pick up the questions. For example, there is a chapter called comprehension passage. In that particular chapter, CA Institute is not confining to Masterminds material or study material. That's why you have to prepare each and everything given in your material. So business correspondence and reporting, active and passive voice, we have given few questions, but we are sure that the chances of getting questions in the public exam from these guest questions are very less. It's very tough to guess the questions in BCR subject, but we just made a sincere attempt. As far as BCR is concerned, I am not confident that CA Institute will confine to these guest questions. No, I don't think so. Comprehension passages, impossible. It's not possible to guess. CA Institute is picking up the questions from unknown sources. That's why we cannot guess from which source comprehension passage may come. Direct and indirect speech, we have given the questions. Report writing, we have given few questions. Precise writing, not possible to guess. CA Institute is picking up the questions from unknown sources. Same is the case with note making also. Communication, it's one of the most important chapters in BCR subject. Damn sure you will get 10 marks in this particular chapter. Writing formal mails, resume writing, we have given few questions, and BCR we have provided the answers also. And remember, as far as letter writing is concerned, you shall strictly follow the formats given here: email writing, meetings, basics of writing, article writing. So in this manner, except for few chapters, we have provided guest questions for almost all the chapters in BCR, but still it's not so easy to guess what questions ICA is going to pick up from various chapters in this subject. Now the question is, how we are going to make this document available to students. For the students who are studying right now with Masterminds, we will share this document in their respective Telegram channels. You can download and take a printout of the same. For old students and for outsiders, this particular document will be made available in Masterminds website. And so you need to enter your details like name and mobile number, and after that you can start downloading the same from that particular website. The website is www.mastermindsindia.com. that is the URL of our website. So go there, in the home page itself you will find the link with respect to guest questions. Click it, enter your details, and you can download the same. All the best, my dear students.